Ah, you humans. You silly, silly humans. So, I guess this is the part where I have to tell you what all's going on. Because, some people do have some of what we do right. Like, there are rules to this shit. We have to tell you when we do something. We can't just do it. It's kind of like, I don't know, a consent thing. So basically, we've been running an experiment on you. Well, not an experiment. This is something that's been going on since 1947. That's when you all were supposed to find out about aliens. So remember Roswell? See, women will never know what it's like to be a guy because they don't have to do the shaky thing. They just, I don't know what they do. But that adds something extra, because it's an extra step to your day. And it's an autonomic thing that we do. We don't think about it. And so God often uses that. That's why people have brain waves in the bathroom. Because God often uses that as a time to insert messages into your brain. I guess let me start there. That's how it works. Your brain is like a wall of bricks, right? And in order for me and anyone to get you to understand something, I need to break your bricks. Now, what is this wall of bricks? It's all your conditioning, your beliefs, your identity, who you think you are. All the things you've been told about yourself by your family, your friends, your society. The things you think, like, oh, I look hot, therefore I can't be a cashier. I have to be famous. I have to be rich. That's a wall. It's a screen. It's a screen. And so my goal, well, aliens, we in order to probe you, that's why you dream of us drilling your brain. Because we are, you know. We have to probe you so we can see what's behind that screen. Because oftentimes, whatever's behind that screen is usually a wound of some sort, and it's the thing that makes you all crazy and pisses me off. Because with me, it's obvious. You can always see what I'm thinking. Can I brush my teeth quick? You can always see what I'm thinking and doing because I'm, like Scott Eastwood. I'm one of one. But seriously, no one looks like Scott Eastwood. You know why? Even Clint Eastwood has like a doppelganger, but not Scott. I've never seen, he's like a white Xhosa person, but not really. He could play an alien. I'll go washing my teeth. So, I will be with you in a second. Guys, I ordered a copper one from the actual copper place of these. Well, everybody knows all my messages leaked. And I couldn't get it. So copper people, get me one. You're sending it. It's sitting in some depot in Thailand. I actually paid for the shit and I had to run for my life. So yeah, I want my copper, and I didn't even get a severance package. Not one red cent. So Adamson Publishing, I feel Adamson Publishing, Adamson Plumbing, and Omar Sharif et al. And those graduates, those poor kids. Oh God. So, guys, as aliens, we have to probe your mind, your brains. We have to tell you when we're doing something. We aren't allowed to just do it, because then you will have legal standing in the spiritual courts if we do. So basically, let's talk about the Illuminati. That'll be a good place to start. What do I want? The Japanese lady said, have 4 glasses of hot water. I'll listen to the Japanese lady later. I'll just have some good old tea. So, okay, there there isn't really such thing as an Illuminati, but actually there is. Now, the best way I can explain it to you humans is with like duplicates, copies, Fong. In South Africa, we call it a Fong, something fake. So you get real Louboutins and you get fake Louboutins. You get real Dolce & Gabbana made by the Italian woman who was sewing it bead by bead, and then you see it on the runway. That's the real one. Then you get the fake one that's some child made somewhere. Well, at least in the olden days, it used to be like that. Now it's all made by children. But essentially, you have the real version and the fake. Same as with incense. You have the one made by the old Indian great-grandfathers, and then you have the ones on eBay. Okay, so not that all are bad. I'm just saying. That's life. Life is 50-50. Holly Marie Combs put it beautifully when she said, when they were making Charmed, 50% of the audience complained and said it was too good and people are going to learn magic. And then the other 50% said it's so silly, it's rubbish, that's nothing like magic, it will never happen. But it's the longest running TV show with female leads ever in history. And humans have been around for years. And Holly Marie Combs is the first one, and Rose McGowan and Shannon Doherty are the first ones to start that. So we have to understand, yes, because if you stay silent, then I stay silent. So it's Shannon. Yes, she told me to do that. So there is an Illuminati. It's real, but it's not the one you think it is. So on Earth, about 113 years ago, America was sold to these bankers. So literally, your whole culture in America is founded, it's founded on the principles of the founding fathers from 250 years ago. But then 113 years ago, that's when the shit got mad, like fucked up. Now, in my past life, I was Gloria Swanson, Josephine. So, I was alive. I was born in 1899. I was alive around just when the devil took over the thing, okay? I'm allowed to say the bankers are devils now, because we already have a monoptic agent inside the Federal Reserve, and he's gutting it right now as we speak. So, 113 years ago, these random bankers that we don't even know who they are, I mean, what do they believe? What do they think? Faceless, nameless. They came in, and then they bastardized certain sciences to build this fake reality that you are all living in. So one of the things they did was they took the work of a psychologist named Sigmund Freud. That's why Madonna talks about him in a song. Why would a pop star say Sigmund Freud in a pop song for James Bond, which is about, a monoptic agency? So listen, people, look, use your eye. If your eye behold, your body be full of light or something. Okay, we'll talk about Jesus in a second. Okay, so Madonna, monoptic agents, the real Illuminati, fake Illuminati. Okay, so the real Illuminati. Oh, they're trying to stop me from telling. Oh no, it's because the oven's on. So we told you about the thing. Yeah, it's like it's the kettle. Okay, so Stella Adler. You need to do something. That's what it is. Guys, whenever you get stuck, always go back to my book. My book tells you to act. You don't just stand there and think. You act. I know I'm like, because my mom sometimes forgets, so I don't know where the cups are sometimes, unless I put them away. Okay, so Sigmund Freud's work was bastardized about 100 years ago, around the same time the bankers came in, right? Because Sigmund Freud figured out how humans work. That's why now, if you go to school, they tell you Sigmund Freud is full of crap. When my mom went to school, it was during apartheid. I love how Americans said apartheid. It was during apartheid when my mom went to school, so she got access to different books than the rest of the world, where Sigmund Freud is a huge component and Carl Jung is a tiny component. So I had to go to school with my mom, to college, because the lady looking after me tried to kill me, and then my mom was like, I'm never letting you out of my sight. And so I had to go to school with her. And when I was playing with her psychology books, because she didn't have time to go buy toys, because she had to go to school and go to work, and her boss was trying to kill her. Yeah, that's why I'm so over the shit. So then, I love Donald Trump, now President Trump, when he was being asked, just in general, when they asked him, but mainly, okay, twice. Okay, I'll get to that, but on the tarmac, when they asked him about something, and he was like, whatever. Oh, it was Stephen, the Stephen Ace was like, get on with it, whatever. Yes, that's how we feel, guys, because you humans are stupid thick. My God. Ugh. I would never be able to do that job, because I would shoot them. President Trump, I would poison them, I would shoot them. And they won't catch me. You're very nice. You're way... You have grace. I'm acting like I have res. You have it. I'm acting a character because I'm not very patient. Everyone knows I'm very impatient. That's why if I don't get what I want, I disappear. I don't fight. I am one too strong to fight. Aliens don't fight humans. Please, guys, read the story of the Tuwa. I was hanging out with my Irish family last night, IRL. Please read the Tuatha De Danann. We don't play. We hate humans, actually. We're not allowed to say that. God loves you. We are obedient to him. But because you guys are full of sin. You're hypocrites. I mean, I used to go to a gay bathhouse, and I loved it because Jesus was with me when I went there. And then people are going to say, how can Jesus let you go have fun? Because Jesus is a software, you idiots. God. They're so stupid, Jesus. Why? I know, that's why yeah, okay. Yeah. Anyway. Let's put the kettle back. Yeah, we're all red. Even our kettles are red. My mom's kettle is independent. Yes, everyone has to have their own kettle because my mom was kind of like me, well, is still, but she likes her own stuff. So as kids, she would always be like, there were three of us, so she'd be like, okay, what cereal do you want? What cereal do you want? This is my cereal, don't touch it. And I think people thought, oh wow, you guys get lots of cereal. No, we can't. It's because we can't have her one. And if we have her one, then she's like, oh, you copying. So we were all encouraged because she always wanted us to do our own thing. She hated like if you were just saying something because someone else said it and she would call you out on it. Um, and she'd always say, straight talk breaks no friendship. Because if you're really my friend, I can tell you the truth and it's fine. So we all would have our own cereal. Now we have our own kettles and our own ice creams. No, anyway, that's why I'm like being single. I think I've been trained to be single. I love sex, don't get me wrong. When I went to the bathhouse, Jesus said to me literally, you can go 3 times. If you go more than 3 times, I'll fuck you up. So what did I do? I went 4 times, and then the 4th time he fucked me up. But it was fun because I like that. Like he talks to me and then he does it and then we laugh about it. So let me tell you what happened. I'll get back to the whole Sigmund Freud. This is part of it. So the first time first I was like, God, can I go? Jesus like, yes, you can go. That's why it's a personal relationship. You can't learn this in a church because Jesus has different answers for everyone because you're all different beings. Some of you are humans, some are aliens, some are elves, some are fairies. So you don't have different contracts. He owns all the contracts. So you need him because if you go back to your past life contract, you'll be fucked in the Orion Wars. If you go to the 4th dimension, now that's what I'm going to get to. All the people controlling Hollywood are in the 4th dimension, which I sealed and bound in 2024. So whatever they do now, they're actually doing it in 2024, which is a past timeline. I'm not even in that calendar anymore. I'm in a pentaclia. So they're literally fighting and talking to themselves. That's why my very first single has a screen on it with water, because I can't see you. It's a spell that's already been done. So confess or die. So I said to God, can I go to the bathhouse? I need to get frisky. And it was like, okay, fine, you can go 3 times, but it's part of your initiation, your training. This is what Inzunza can do. Because we don't train in a school. We are not allowed to listen to humans. We have to train, but there are still procedures we have to follow with humans. Like the Fomorians could have killed, the Tuatha De Danann could have killed all the Fomorians like this. But they didn't. They asked them nicely. I think 3 times. And the humans said no every time. Then we killed them. Yeah. So, if you want someone to hug you and forgive you of your sins, go to Jesus. That's his job. I'm not here to forgive anyone's sins. I'm here to sort things out. Demultiplex, channel splitting. So we can have a stereo field. We don't want monophone, we want stereo, but to get stereo, you have to be monoptic because it's a polarity, remember? Left, right. You guys are looking at it in a wrong. Okay. In an unhelpful manner. That's Democrat language. You guys are just fucked up and you're wrong. All of you, especially the preachers who pretend, who go to people's shops and lay hands on them. You're all performative, fake, evil, disgusting. And to us, evil means you are wasting our time. Our aliens. Yes, Donald J. Trump, President Trump, is an alien. Yes, Queen Elizabeth is an alien. Yes, Secretary Hexeth is an alien. Yes, I'm an alien. Yes, Elon is an alien. The five lords are the aliens. But we're not green, evil, ugly people. We have been here and you've been rude to us. And we told you, like, no, go back. Everyone wants to hear about the gay thing. Okay, so why? Because I used to date girls, and girls go crazier, quicker than boys. Boys go crazy, but because of society's restriction on masculinity, they don't act out like girls. Like, they don't have as much permission. Like, whenever I'm around women, they literally just lie. Like, they just go, like, I hate being around women, except certain types, which I talk about regularly. um, some people call them bitches. It's fine because they have more of a masculine spirit or alien inside them, which I prefer sometimes. The reason I like girly girls is because they can't hurt me. They can't plot against me. So I would rather hijack my mind for a couple of hours to talk about silly stuff than deal with someone who's calculating and strategic and who's not really listening to me and trying to spy on me or whatever. It's just more fun. I would rather have coffee with, you know, Betty Boop than Meryl Streep in Lions for Lambs. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so anyway, so God says you can go 3 times. So I go the first time and I love it. It's great. You take off your clothes and you walk around naked, and only men are allowed in there. You cannot wear clothes. It's illegal to wear clothes once you go past. So the first time I go, I get a discount. And then I'm walking around like, oh wow, so this is where the business meetings are happening. And everyone was in there, celebrities were in there, people on, and there's different rooms and different alleyways, and it's like Bizarro World. That's why I liked it. It reminded me of my dungeons back in the 15th century or whatever, back in the medieval times. The guys have changed the calendar so much. Anyway, that was fun. Then the second time I went, but then the first time I went, I saw this one guy and I was like, that's the perfect specimen I've been looking for, like out of my brain into reality. So I was like, God, please, Jesus, can I have that? And with me, I don't go to you have to come to me. I'm Ashlesha, Divine Feminine, Holy Spirit, you come to me. So that's the part I'm playing in the movie. So I'm embodying it. So now you all have to play to my tune because I'm an alien. So then I was like, okay, that's who I want. I just look. I don't approach. I look. And then Jesus said, you'll get it. But you don't know these people. You can't ask for their number. No phones, nothing. Obviously, they're taping us for the dark web, but who cares? So anyway, so I go and I see, okay, what's my type? What do I like? If I was in, and I was like, okay, if I was, this is what I want. So this is what I want. Let's test it. I like to test things. I'm a Martian. I'm half Martian. I have 25%, let's say. It's my draconic side. There's a bit. Don't worry about that. So then I'll go in there and we're doing all this stuff. Like, and I love being, like, I just noticed people like watching me have sex and do stuff. So I was like, okay, this is cool. It's for free, by the way. You don't get paid. You have to pay to go in. That's why I cannot stand people who transact sex, because to me, sex is the base magic. Once you start selling or compromising on sex, you're a bitch. You're nothing to me because you have no magic. Paul said in Romans 13, verse 1 to 2, or somewhere in Romans, it is good for a man to not touch a woman. Paul said that. So anyway, but if you do, then the woman has to be subservient to the man. Now that doesn't mean what you think it means, because some women are actually men inside and some men are women. So for example, one of my friends, Rankley, let's call him Rankley, he's a woman. So whoever he's with, if it's a man or a woman, he has to follow their religion. It's not a gender thing. Yeah, it's about the energy. So anyway, I'm in there and doing it in front of all these old men, and they love it. And I'm like hitting them, "Don't touch me, get away from me." It's fun. It's like it's just fun. It's... So anyway, it's desire, guys. Venus. What are you talking about? I have Morning Star. It's mine. Jesus gave it to me. It's a toy. You guys think I just got it now. I got it when I was 16. So, then the second time I went, that psychology happened. See, I told you I'm getting somewhere. So the second time I went, I met this one guy who told me some magic. He was a magician. He looked like Anakin. They literally, that's why I say they are doppelgangers or replicas. And I know how someone will act based on what they look like. Like I have a casting system. It's like a HUD. So anyway, they always same mustache, same haircut, same same nose. So I made one of those back then, and he told me some stuff, psychology, like very magic. Like I don't know where these people come from. Well, back then I know now, but back then I was like, how do they find me? Anyway. So after he re-recruited me or whatever he was doing to me, I had extra information. So then the third time, this is the important part, the third time I went, the guy from the first time that I said I wanted, he was there. And mind you, I never spoke to him that day. I was sitting on the top. I was like, I want that one. The third time, he got me, he took me. Because they don't talk, they just grab you. You have to walk in an alleyway. It's like a maze. And you walk and you walk. And then you see a hot guy, and then if you look at it, he grabs your junk, and then he pulls you, and then, Naveen's gonna love this one. Oh, and the second time I went, apparently I was so popular the first time, because normally you have to go past the front desk, and then you take off your clothes, and then you go into the Wonderland. So I was in the front where you just walk in, and the shop owner's like, yeah, you're coming in, and he just puts his hand down my pants, and he's like, and we're on the camera, but it was fun. Because you guys are being watched anyway, so who cares? The people watching you need to also jerk off sometimes, so just, they're protecting you. Give them something, you know? For their imagination. For me and mine. Okay, so that was fun. And I saw one celebrity in there and I was shocked. Oh, because there's this one room where they have gay porn going, legal, 24/7. And this one celebrity was lying there, just all open. You get a towel. You get a little towel like this. And shoes. It slops. Or you can bring your own shoes. I don't wear their shoes. And don't go in the jacuzzis. Oh, and there's a steam room. There's like 3 steam rooms. There's glory holes and everything. It's so much fun. That's why people don't understand Jesus. They think, why do you think Jesus hung out with prostitutes? Because they're honest about it. Not like you, Keir Starmer fuckers. Okay, so dirty fuckers. That's why we get stuff, because we're honest about it. We don't tell people not to sin, walk into shops praying, and then we busy fucking boys on the side. But anyway, so the third time I went, I was walking in the maze, and then my favorite, he was so, oh my God, I'm telling you, better than Chris Hemsworth. He was Latino. He was literally Alejandro Cortez. That's where I got it from. I was like, what image do I need to send to me now? He looks exactly like Alejandro Cortez. Now you know where I went to El Dorado. It was over 10 years ago even. So yeah, Jesus works, guys. So the third time he got me, like I was like minding my business, and it was everything I imagined it to be and more. But that's the thing. So it ends, right? So you get what you want, but you can't be with them. You have to be single. So then it ends, that's it. But you got the thing. The fun part, to replay in your mind forever. And then Jesus said, that's it. So then I was like, no, Jesus, I want another one. So I went to look for another one the 4th time. And this time, Jesus opened the Marines. That's how I learned about the keys. So what I learned later is that I almost died the second time, but obviously I'm an alien. So during the experience, I got it was all like visiony. It was so, I kind of like it because it's like Mission Impossible. Because you don't know, it's like charmed. Like you see a bucket, you see a radiator, and you're like, okay, I have to do something to get, and you get out of it. Oh, and I saw something about the people were like, if your boss tells you you have to steal something, if your boss is the CIA and they tell it was on Instagram, and they tell you to steal something from some foreign office or to get information, how will you do it? And one person said they're gonna build a relationship with the owner, and someone said they're gonna build a relationship with the owner's wife, and someone said they're gonna steal it. I said no. Don't even think of it. Just go get it. Go get it. Don't waste time building relationships. That takes a year. You're gonna wear a disguise. You're gonna go in and get it, like Eddie Redmayne. You just go get it, same time. Tomorrow, 20. That's what I do. Anyway, so then the fourth time, so I got out of it because I'm Eddie Redmayne. I love the chat. Okay, so this is all a movie, guys. It's all one great big movie, Sid. Okay, so the fourth time, yes, I did almost die. So that taught me you have God. Jesus will give you anything you want. God will give you anything you want through Jesus if you follow the instructions. You have to follow the instructions from God Most High. And I'm a 5-1 manifester, so I get the instructions. I didn't say that. It's a thing. It's an experiment. It's called human design. There are 70 million, 80 million of us who get direct. So that's why I don't listen to anyone. So that worked. So I loved it. So Sigmund Freud, but that was a Sigmund Freud thing, right? Because the guy taught me some things. And so in some deeper things on what I'm about to tell you now. So 100 years ago, these men used Sigmund Freud's work on how to control humans and the neurons inside your body, which I found out about when my mom was studying it in university, and I used to draw with a black marker till it ran out and everyone was suffocating from the fumes. You know those old permanent markers? Yeah. I would just sit there drawing like in the ring, and no one would say, stop, you're drugging us with fumes. So I don't know what state we were all in when we were all learning Sigmund Freud, but it stuck. So anyway, my mom always quotes the 5 psychosexual stages. That's why she always knows. She predicted my ex-sister was going to be a failure because she said, Sigmund Freud said there are stages in life, and if you don't go through those stages, you're going to be fucked up. And yeah, anyway. So that's why my mom and I are so bored. The last time my mom and I had fun was 2006. So anyway, got Jesus, Sigmund Freud. So Sigmund Freud discovered what was happening. He ran away to the farmlands. Cyan, you need to come back from the farms. So he ran away from to the farmlands, and he started smoking himself to oblivion, to hell and gone. Why? Because he saw what I'm seeing today. Today is the reason Sigmund Freud ran away. Why? Because his nephew took his work, was hired by the Rockefellers or all those bankers to trick you all, to put you all in a virtual reality, a game. You're all a simp. I call you a simp. All humans are simps to us, aliens. That's why we're like, get on with it. Just get over it. But you all are desperate for validation and, oh my God, does he like me? Does he not like me? What is it? No, just talk, man. Communicate. Simple. You talk to me, I talk to you, and I believe you. No need to lie. But those are Fomorians, you see? It's all in my show. I know. Okay, so when is this off? Always support local honey. This is by Bruce the Honey Guy. They give him a call. It's very nice, Bruce. I also love this one. This is, sorry, Bruce, but this is my favorite. If I could marry this guy, I'll marry him. Okay. Well, him and like a merger of a couple of them. But anyway, so his nephew, Sigmund Freud, went and used all of this information that I'm using on you on women first. So they wanted to test it. Can women do something they never used to do? So voting and smoking. They got women to start smoking when? In the 20s. That's when I was around, Gloria Swanson. So I saw all of it happening, which is why my references always go back there and why I'm so dead set on Gavi getting out, because he's exactly like Louis B. Mayer and William Hayes, all those censorship types. He's exactly like trying to mafia Hollywood, and that's my grounds. That's Taylor Swift's grounds. You fuck off our grounds. Thank you. God, it's Spencer's grounds. So we yes, these are aliens, guys. That's why we always look the same, or when we want to change, we change. That's why we put snakes everywhere. Why do you think everyone else is scared of snakes, but when we dream of them, they tell us secrets? My mom, when her first husband died, he used to tell her lotto numbers and stuff in her dreams so she could pay the bills. You guys suck dick. We go to sleep and snakes tell us shit. Like, get over it. Get on with it. Aaron Spelling gave you a TV show. Aaron Spelling used to do Christian stuff. Well, I call it Christian stuff. And then he does witches. And by the way, Jennifer Grisanti, I need you. Why don't you guys think, why did he do witches? Because he's good. Because it's all this. He didn't just change. It's the same thing, but in a different way. Like, I don't know how to tell. I don't know what you want me to say. It's in the Bible, no. That's the part, because I'm like, God, if you wrote it 2,000 years ago and they don't want to get it from me, then what the fuck did you send me for? Oh, to prove to me why they need to be destroyed. True. Because I used to cry for humans. This whole thing has been God systematically showing me why I've been wasting my empathy since I was born. I used to do it because I felt bad for humans. Like I said to Tyler Perry, I felt bad because I thought they were too dumb, so they needed to be coddled. Just like the Tuatha De Danann, we felt bad. So we asked you 3 times to work with us because we knew what would happen if you didn't. And we don't want that to happen. Like Nelson Mandela, he didn't want that to happen, and he didn't. That's why he's on the money. He's the first guy in history to make a bloodless revolution. Even the French people who were supposed to be civilized, they chopped off people's heads, darling. In my neck of the woods, we didn't. We went to a rugby match. And I'm asking you to come to a fucking movie that's going to premiere on Instagram only. Because that nigga loves me. Yes, Mark, Lord Mark. He's a killer. And I think he's the guy I was dating when I was in high school, but he was using a different picture. Or maybe I just really did my acting work so well. It's because it's like I can do that scene. I can do that scene. That's how acting is. So anyway, Sigmund Freud runs away. I need a drink. My mouth is so dry. Sigmund Freud, African tea. Sigmund Freud runs away, and then oh sorry, I can't do blue anymore. Okay, I have Ceylon. Blend is what I'm, yes, sorry, I can't have the other one. Okay, so we have to do I know that was fucking good. That was good. I was like, damn, didn't plan that. That's not being an alien. You don't need. Oh, the one time I was walking to the toilet. This is when I used to dress up. Sometimes it's like a Marilyn Monroe thing. Now I can't turn it off because no matter what, it still happens. But anyway, back then, I was dressed in a dress-up phase because I was auditioning a lot. I wanted parts. So instead of doing magic spells to make other people downfall, I just dressed nicely. And then it upped my magic. I looked at my ex-sister's chart and I told her the secret to her magic is if she wears makeup. I was like, dude, you have Venus in a placement in your chart that if you wear makeup, you can mind control people. And she says, I hate makeup. But then whenever she do job interviews, she'd wear makeup and get the job without having to crawl on the floor and eat snakes and do all whatever. So, yeah, don't eat snakes, don't kill them. They belong to us. Okay, so, and if you do, you're finished. Well, usually you go nuts. So, Sigmund Freud. My tea. So, Sigmund Freud ran away. Then the woman started smoking and voting. And the reason why women shouldn't vote is a biblical. Look, let's not go there. Women should vote. Back then I'm saying, look, guys, I'm just telling you how we think so you understand why you're all homeless and suffering right now. I'm just speaking how we talk. This is how we talk behind the scenes. I'm not filtering myself for you weaklings. Okay, so yeah, women are not actually supposed to be voting. For humans, right? For things to run smoothly for them. Because if it's running according to the Bible, which is what your founding fathers did, I didn't say it, they planned certain things which make energetic contracts, which then activate beings which have to do their role, and it won't stop until that role is done. So your country is based on the Bible, the Christian Bible. So basically, you used to pray in your schools, you do for God and country and all that, right? So you guys are bound to that contract, which is why we are together here with Netanyahu, why we are all bound. So to that contract. So now, if that's the case, only the man should vote in the household because he represents the house. He has to, the money, the work. Like if you think about how a president runs a country, that's how a man runs his family, his house. Once you fuck that up, you fuck up the entire civilization and you turn people into whores. Because there's no, like when I did that video dancing in my underwear, my biological father called me and said, take it down, you're making us look bad. You're giving our family a bad name. He was not impressed. That's what real fathers are supposed to do. But then I had to tell him, look, dude, you didn't buy me any sports equipment. You bought me cameras and you made me watch Bruce Lee and John Van Damme and do karate, and I quit to do acting because you also gave me cameras instead of soccer balls. So then he was like, fine. But essentially, once you crack the family, you fuck up everything. Now that ship has sailed, so I don't care. You can argue about that fuck up and how it led to feminism, third wave feminism, toxic masculinity, and people like Cavicula, who are now a feedback loop which support the shit that we planned. Well, not we, the people back then, the bankers did back then. So it's almost like if I say to you, oh, if it's, let's say it's the 1900s and I say women need to vote because men are shit, men are trash. But in the 1900s, if you say men are trash, you get killed. It's like against the law, right? Because women were so oppressed back then, it's not even funny. My grandmother had the worst. And apartheid on top of that. So women were oppressed so badly. And if they said men are trash back then, they would be killed. But now they can say it and they get a promotion. They get to have a Disney movie franchise. Do you see the difference? And that's fine because it's a pendulum. Everything goes around, comes back, so good. But the same way that happened, now it's Jesus' thing. So you all hate Jesus, now he's in fashion. It's just like that. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Yeah. And now the gander's getting their shit now. It's just time, guys. It's just timing. If I had killed myself 2 months ago, I wouldn't be able to, humble brag in front of you. Well, I'm inspiring you. Let's put it that way. I'm inspiring the nation, the civilization of Earth. But I wouldn't have been able to do that if I wasn't here. So that's the goal. They want to take you out. So your goal is stay here. And if you do disappear, 100% fact, they took you out. It's fact. That's the only way to survive in this game. And so Sigmund Freud's nephew bastardized his work to fuck up the world, and then the Rockefellers invented the media. So the media is there to keep the working class in line. Research it. Well, I studied media, so I know. Which is why people don't like me, because I'm revealing these tricks to you. But my thing is, like in that episode of Diagnosis Murder, I'm saying, I'm revealing these tricks to you so that you come up with a better lie. Because more aliens are coming now. We've taken over the planet. So February 14th, 2027, a whole shit ton more are coming. And so you all are fucked. Because they are just like me. In fact, they are less patient. Because every time I get pissed off, it registers in the realms as an offense against a Lumanian, which will be paid back, as Eartha Kitt told y'all. Because when LBJ kicked Eartha Kitt out of America because she did what I did, she just asked, what about the kids? What about the teachers? She literally asked what I said, and she got blacklisted. So she came to Durban and she told me how to fuck all of you up as aliens, because she was an alien. I mean, listen to how we talk. Aliens all talk funny. It's just a thing, okay? Get over it. Get on with it. No wonder Marge Helgenberger started off nice and then she became a bitch at the end of that season. Because Stephen King was like, aliens are going to take this shit. I love Twilight Zone, to serve man. That's why we do tricky shit like that. Like, we have to tell you, but then we twist it. Because now the Christians are going to say, see, he's a twisted one. No. Oh. That's why we do it. Because you're stupid. And we like you to get caught in your trap because we want you in hell. Even Jesus said, don't tell them. You must always use a parable, because if you don't use a parable, they're going to know what you're trying to say and they're going to escape hell, and they're going there. So I'm not going to say. I'll tell you, I've already told you, but those who have a brick wall in front of their brain won't receive it. Only those who are able to receive it will receive it. So then, the media came, and then, there was the war, and FDR and Kennedy. Kennedy tried to warn everyone, and the Democrats took him out. Well, the bankers who support the Democrats. Well, they support both sides, but in order for us to destabilize and win, well, we've already won. Guys, just go red. We have aliens in red. We don't have aliens in blue. We have sick humans. So you're gonna go red. Because aliens are here to help you. Why? Because we need this planet. That's why we put gardeners here. To be fruitful and multiply. I have been blocked from my diet, which is ridiculous, because God said it is not good for man to be alone. So whoever's been hacking or doing and blocking my diet, offense against God Most High. That's why I laugh all the time, because I know somehow, some way, as Eartha Kitt taught my mom back then, it'll come and get you. I don't know how. It's Jesus. He does magic. That's why I use these words, because I don't know what else you want me to say. Miracle? No, it's magic. with a J. 13. Okay, so Sigmund Freud's work is used to control everyone, and then you get all those programs about experimentations on humans and Philadelphia with Nikola Tesla. So a lot of things are happening, but it's all under Sigmund Freud's model, which everyone else, like you who goes to normal school, they tell you Sigmund Freud told you to sleep with your mother, he's a liar. You need to actually read the play Oedipus Rex, and you'll understand what the hell that is about. And then read Freud, and then think. Don't just repeat whatever Joy Behar tells you, or whoever. You need to think for your own. Oh yeah, but they don't have. Okay, so this is for aliens. So aliens, the humans are going to try trick you, like Draconic. She's an alien. She's supposed to be listening to me, but she's surrounded by idiots, which is why bad things happen. So now that I'm here, all the real aliens I want all the Draconians first, because they're the only ones with brains for now. The other ones, the Lyrans, always end up in shit because the Lyrans are basically the people who became prostitutes in Hollywood. Let's put it that way. If you want me to be frank, I am talking to them normal. So yeah, so all the people in Hollywood who have a pimp, in other words, a man or a devil contract that came out in the cards. There was one of you whose reading I could not even put on the show. It was so bad. Yeah. I couldn't even upload. I did a whole thing and I changed the contract for you. So I set you free, but it was that bad. So those are usually other species of aliens, but they still have powers. That's why they always look young or they always do whatever. But then they believe in the fake Earth human version of Illuminati, which is through money and whatever. So then you end up having people like Jennifer Lopez, who is spiritually high ranked, but now she's under a man or a contract, whenever that was. That's how they used to trap us. Now that's been demolished because I did it. They try to make me their hoe, and in my song it says, I'm not your hoe. And they still thought they were going to do it. That's why humans are stupid. You tell them, and they still do it. And as they are crumbling to pieces, they say, why? Why me? That's why you, because you're thick. So that explains why and how we show you things. So now let's go to the alien thing. So there's a wall in your brain. That's why I always show you that sphere breaking through. That sphere is your consciousness. It's what Peter Thiel, Lord Peter, has been doing for a while. We want to save consciousness so we can create new humans and get rid of the bad ones. And then we have enough people for the world to live. What do I mean, new humans? Robots. You'll see, we're making people now because you guys don't act right. So we've taken out certain things like the serial killer gene and whatever. Some can be used for military purposes. Some can be used, and it's all synthetic. So don't worry. There's no one dying. It's made up. We're making it using clones. If God didn't want us to make clones, we wouldn't be able to make clones. Why do I say that? Because he didn't want the Tower of Babel to be built, so he knocked it down. He didn't knock down our factory for clones, did he? He didn't knock because you saw them on TV. So if you are smart, you'll say to yourself, damn, he's right. Let me leave everyone else and listen to him. But you're stupid. So when you lose everything, I will laugh at your ass because you didn't listen to me now. That's why I'm always laughing, because Jesus laughs at all. Well, God laughs like he is a comedian. God. He's the one who's saying bitch. That's God. He's not. You guys have no idea. Some of you. Do they? Okay, so anyway, I know whenever I go there, I'm like, oh, fuck this shit, I want to go there. Okay, so, okay, come down, come down. The consciousness breaks out. So I had a screen when I first started in 2024. First single, you saw a screen, right? On my artwork, because I'm telling you something. Then when I released Night Game 3, you saw a hole in the glass because now you're infected with the contagion. So now, no matter what happens, what I say, the tower that's falling is the Democrats. Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, they're finished because they were involved with things that we don't want to be involved in. Well, it's reset. Those genes are over. It's savagery. Even the appearance of them being involved and the fact that they haven't commented tells you everything you need to. If someone, when I found out that someone blocked my Facebook page and they said it's because I'm exploiting children, I didn't keep quiet. As soon as I found out, I immediately outcried. Mariska Hargitay told me, as soon as you find out, you outcry. Otherwise, it didn't happen. So I outcried. And I don't know if it came back. Lord Zuckerberg takes care of all that stuff, including all his stuff. I don't do technology. I only know software that I use to make music. Oh, sorry, I'm in the way. That I use to make music.
No.
Oh, you want new ones? Okay, I'll order them later. Okay, so basically, when the consciousness came out of the screen, that's when you all got infected. So I was showing you and telling you the whole time, aliens. So yes, I told you in the tweet or X post that Peter Thiel and I were dating, and he wanted to destroy the humans. Well, not destroy them, correct them. And I said through zombies, like a zombie attack with these fake aliens. You guys call it aliens, fake aliens. I call it fake aliens. The ones you saw shivering. How can they travel across galaxies, but they can't know what temperature they... Ugh, come on, you idiots. Okay, so he sent those out, right? Because we're destroying legacy media, blah, blah, blah. But I said, no, don't do it, because I think they deserve a chance. We gave you like 6 months and you all failed, so now you're all fucked. And the tower that's falling is the Democrats because they pretend to be good, but they're funding the terrorists and all that shebang. Okay. Thanks. Where's the key?
None.
Oh, it fell.
Thank you, Sissy.
Thanks, honey. Okay. So yeah, when the people came, no idea what I was talking about. When the people came, which people? Which is Peter. I was like, Peter, test it out first, and then I'll tell. Like, I know these humans are gonna believe us. They're gonna believe us because they're gonna see evidence. That's what I was saying in the movie. Acting process thing. So then Peter said, okay, I'll prove to you that you are wrong. It was basically like an argument between me and him. He was like, I'll prove to you you're wrong. And that's where Clavicular comes in and Frank Tufano, etc. Because he was saying, because I said in my first trailer from 2014, I asked a question. It says, what would you do for $2? Meaning, what's the lowest amount of money you can get to make someone compromise themselves, a human? That's what the study was. And that's what the government funded me to study. What's the lowest amount of money you can get someone to whore themselves out for? And it's $2 for McDonald's, basically. And that's the suck my nigger balls. That's the video I gave to the government who gave me funding. So, welcome to the program, whores. So the game, night game, is to not be a whore. That's how you win the game. I just gave you the keys. But you're going to be tested once you play it because it is advanced alien technology. We have to do it like this, guys. What must I do? Sit in an office, give the job to a white man who looks like Chris Hemsworth to tell you, be nice to you? I've shown you why we can't be nice to you. Because Clavicula took the money. He went and injected himself with peptides and broke his face. He went the whole route. And he went the Muslim route with Hassan Piker. He's hot. I'm so sad I'll never be able to bone Hassan. He's the one person from YouTube I actually wanted to bone. It's the moustache and the face and the thing. It's a thing. It's a phenotype thing. You know, I have a Middle Eastern man thing. Okay, so, but I can't because he's in the tower. It hurts. Now I know what Phoebe felt like. That's the only thing I know about Phoebe, how she felt with Cole. But anyway, and all these motherfraggers, that's the worst part about this monoptic agent job. When you have to, it's like James Bond. James. Okay, so Bond. I know you were thinking something. Another James. Relax. Alright, so we told you about the aliens. We showed you why people are gonna happen, what's happening to them. Okay, here's a good example. Here's a perfect. We, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, President Trump, Peter Thiel, Alex Karp, and me, we told you in 2019 to do AI. Well, I told you that was a million years ago to do AI. Then the five lords came down and told you to do AI. But what did the Democrats tell? Well, I call them the Democrats, but I mean the liberals people, because the money always goes back to them. So what did they tell you to do? So the popular people on YouTube who are sucking Naveen's dick because they paid by the Democrats, which are paid by Muslims, Ilhan Omar, brother husband. Get it? Okay, so what did they tell you? They told you to learn to code. Why? Because they knew they needed you angry at us so that you come and try and kill us when we do our plan, which is to cultural reset everything. Instead of looking at us as giving you help. We've been helping you. If you listened to me then and did AI and put all your money into AI, you would be fine. But you didn't. You put it in coding and some other weird stuff, or you asked Nancy Pelosi to help you because she knows everything. That's why she got NVIDIA. And then what does Nancy Pelosi know for NVIDIA? I know NVIDIA. I'm NVIDIA, okay? Oh, I hate when like people take our nerd shit and they make it, sorry man, and then I'm on television and they make it their own thing. Like, stay out of our stuff. We can do your stuff. You stay out of our stuff. Jeez. Mark Zuckerberg, take care of it. Thanks. Mark doesn't like a lot of people. He's probably worse than, no, I don't think anyone's worse than me at not liking humans, but he doesn't like a lot of people. So if he likes you, I'm just gonna say, pretty good for being kicked off the alien ship. Oh, maybe Mark Zuckerberg is in the mall. Someone is in the mall and I'm gonna find out. Okay, maybe Instagram is the mall. I think Instagram might be the mall. Lord Mark? So, we did all the things and the tests on all of you, and you guys went crazy. Please look up Frankie Tufano. We made him eat meat, and he became a carnivore. Then we told him to eat potatoes, he ate potatoes. Then we told him to act gay, he acted gay. Look at the videos. It's all there. Now, why do we do that? Well, I didn't do that. Lord Peter was trying to prove a point, because if I didn't listen to him, I would have destroyed the world on accident. That's why. Because I thought hope was real. He had to disabuse me of my illusions. Because I hit my head when I fell off the ship. So he had to bring me back to my senses. And then when I got back to my senses, a couple of months ago, I said, because I gave Zodek like 6 months to come clean from when I knew, and he didn't. So then he's the reason why the world is ending. Well, no, that's too much credit. I know, but he'll love that. So Madonna's a freaking hitman. I'm going to tell them. I don't care. Madonna's a hitman. For me. Did you see her music video? The first one. She was trying to tell me something, and I'm like, Madonna, I know, but just, you can't put it like there. People are going to know. All the flashing lights. Yeah, she was trying to kill him. On my behalf. And I was like, Madonna, dance there. Meet me on the dance. Don't tell people. Our agencies. They're watching us. Yes, the flashing lights. Some people, I don't know, on E. You remember E Entertainment? When they used to have the paparazzi? They said it causes epilepsy or something. It makes you crazy. Madonna did it. I didn't do shit. Because aliens, we come through. So we're all going red, blah, blah, blah. And we have some people in blue pretending to be blue. Like Megyn Kelly was pretending to be a Republican. And then she's like, no, actually, I'm a Democrat. Because she saw what's coming. Dr. Phil knows. That's why he took a vacation or whatever. It's something that it's fun. So the point of this is to just say, yes, there is Illuminati, but it's not what you think it is. It's not like Jay-Z, Beyonce, Nicki, Lil Wayne. Those are actors or celebrities or people working in a business, and you don't know them. You don't know their personal lives. You don't know what they did or do. Only aliens do. And it's not our business to judge or tell you and them how to live. Because we don't get involved in human affairs until it affects aliens. Then we turn the entire universe upside down till we get what we want. That's how aliens work. Happy Independence Day.